can you just tell us, how did you become involved in the whole, the Aaliyah project, the Aaliyah album, like the whole trip to Australia and all that? How did you get involved in that?
Well, at the time, we was being managed by our uncle, which was Barry Hankerson, and our cousin Jomo. So that was kind of like, but we was also signed to a publishing company, so it just was a marriage that was already made, and the relationship from us hanging out, just, we hung out, so the music just like naturally happened, you know what I'm saying? Just being in the studio, most of the time we was always in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't like it is now where, you go in there for a specific time. Back here, we was locking our studios for months at a time, so the hangout spot would be the studio,
Yeah. Okay. And you had, you wrote 2 songs on the project, You Got Nerve and Messed Up. Can you give me some background on each? Start with You Got Nerve.
Just knowing baby girl, how she, knowing her character, I guess I wrote those songs in like a big brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, got your little sister, you know what I'm saying, I guess mess with a guy that, some substance, so those songs was just like, you know what I'm saying, I guess, how she felt about it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just coming for a guy that has swear, but don't be disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? Be respectful with your flag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And what was she like in the studio during the whole recording? While you guys were in Australia, what was her spirit like?
I mean, she was a sponge. I mean, you talk about a girl. Man, Static was blessed to go to our prom with her.
Yeah.
We put her to a prom, so it was. Like again, it was family. It was she like our little sister. So in the studio, she was like a sponge, whatever we had for her to do, there was never no, I don't like that, or even, and I'm pretty sure it was times that she might have felt like that, but she trusted us enough to at least try it, and it was just like working with a family member,
Yeah. Yeah. Can you give us some background on the song Erica Kane? Because I know that was a Playa song. Aaliyah also recorded it. What was the origin of that song?
It was a song that it was dear to our heart because coming from the inner city, man, we dealt with a lot of different family members on drugs, and just seeing how drugs can disrupt the family. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. More so the probably drove us to write that song, and then Def Jam didn't really get it.
Oh, okay.
Knew how we felt about that song, so she loved the concept, so she recorded it. So it was something that needed to be heard. I mean, at the time, and still today, it's something that, our community still goes through, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The disruptive of what drugs can do to a family. Yeah. It was something that she felt down there to her heart, and she just, after Def Jam couldn't like it, or didn't see it for us to be on our album, she was like, don't even fight them, I'll record it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, cool. Couple other songs I want to ask you about, and that's some of the ones Static worked on. Unfortunately, he's not here to talk about them. But like for example, We Need a Resolution, and More Than a Woman. Were you around Static when he made those, and what do you remember about those?
We was in the studio together 90%, 95% of the time. Maybe over his last 2 years when I stepped away from music to work on me and work on my family, you know what I'm saying? That's when I was kind of like mixing and acting for the studio. But again, we was around Aaliyah for so long. We just knew what we was blessed to be able to make songs for people. Mm-hmm. And basically, that was more so just knowing the person, being around them. Mm-hmm. So, you're around the person, you kind of know how they think and what they don't like, you know what I'm saying? So, Need a Resolution was just talking, it was more so about just relationships, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff we had on our last album was her coming of age. Yeah. Becoming a woman, so a lot more records was dealing with more issues, you know what I'm saying, that people actually go through, like, relationship issues and stuff. Mm-hmm. To that nature.
Oh, okay. There was another song we found called "Dancing" with a group called E.T. Selfish and Aaliyah. Did you ever hear about that one?
Dancing with who?
It was Aaliyah's song, and she recorded it with a group called E.T. Selfish. Do you know about that song?
Yeah, that was actually that was I don't know if you know Key Beats. That was a group that was signed to Key Beats.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and that just was again, if you. This is how Aaliyah was, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't fake, you know what I'm saying? If she messed with you, she messed with you. You know what I'm saying? She didn't really mess with nobody outside of the circle. So if you was a part of the circle, then she didn't just want to see herself blow up. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to do as much as she can for everybody that was in the camp. You know what I'm saying? That's how I don't think they know came about.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. That's all we had for you, man. Let us know what you're up to so we can let the people know what you're working on.
I'll keep you posted, but I got some stuff going right now. Definitely got my gospel project out right now. Just doing really well. We just did Bobby Jones gospel last weekend, so we got some stuff moving. But I'm in the process of maybe working on a new album, man, a new Digital Black album. But it's gonna be basically a ballad album.
Okay.
Maybe I'm not for sure if I'm gonna do it. I'm teeter-totting around with it, man. But if I do it, it's gonna be a relationship album. You know what I'm saying? The good and bad relationships, nothing too risque. You know what I'm saying? But definitely honest and true.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, thank you so much for your time, Black. We appreciate it, and best of luck with that project. Keep us posted. We'll definitely help you promote that.
All right. Thank you, Cal.
All right. Take care.